Javier, hello, sir. Looks like we might be live. I think I have volume. See the little green thing moving. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So, tonight's live chat. I suppose I could probably put this up too. There we go. Episode 195. 195 of these things. Adam Hall, hello, sir. Tonight's live chat is brought to you by Ammo Supply Warehouse. You can use the coupon code TREMIS10 for $10 off any order over $100, which also includes the Goobers Doobers sling. That is the GBRS sling that I have personally spec'd some modifications to that include a sling doober, omits having to have a doober hanger. Becker liked it and had a bunch made to sell. Joe Pastilli, hello, sir. Tonight, I will think I'll be having a Mexican Coke, not Colombian, Mexican. All right. Got this cool bottle opener here. Who makes it? I don't know who makes it. Masick Industries is who I got it from, out of Portland, Oregon. Saw them at SHOT Show. I think they do the PVD coating on it, and they had someone make the titanium bottle openers for them so they could show off their coating. And then I put a magnet on it so it'll stick to my fridge. Javier says, look like wearing rifle plates might become a trend. I have a couple pretty awesome plate carriers around here. I have the Primaris plate carrier from Combat Art Training. I also over here have a Rebels Raiders Vicarian plate carrier. I think they're opening up orders again shortly. I have Ranger Green. They did Coyote Brown. And I do believe there's multicam coming in this next one. It's a pretty shit hot. Thank you, sir, for delivering that to me. Pretty shit hot plate carrier. It comes with a placard setup with like rifle mags and stuff that also comes with a H harness, so you can have a plate carrier. You could run the plate carrier slick. I think there's like two types of cummerbund with it too. And then have an extra plate carrier or an extra chest rig. Or you could take the H harness off and put it on, hang it as a placard. Anyhow, I don't know why I got sidetracked onto that, but I did. So anyhow, that is tonight's sponsor, Ammo Supply Warehouse. We'll talk about the sling. That's where we were at. Other sponsor above there, Five Rivers Armament, best gun shop in southeastern Pennsylvania. Certainly one of the top 2 gun shops in Pennsylvania. And the owner trains a lot. So that's always good. There at Five Rivers, if you buy a Tremis signature rifle, and you have it shipped to them for your transfer, they'll transfer it for free. So, something they'll do for you. Did you know you could win a Tremis signature rifle? Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Also, there at Five Rivers, something else, they are a Unit Solutions dealer. So, if you are looking to order a Unit 9 pistol or a Unit 4 rifle, get in touch with them and you will get the best price available. If you don't want to order from them, I have a coupon code. Tremis will save you 10%, but you can get a better discount from Five Rivers Armament. If you know me, they'll give you a better hookup. Like tell them I sang it. In addition, got this from them the other weekend. See, it says Gary on the top. It is a new Z-Bolt IR illuminator head. Vixel Class 3B. But Gary, aren't those restricted? Yes. Yes, indeed they are. There's a 3R and a 3B. The FDA says stuff about who can have what. So, as some of you know, I am a huge fan of the original Blazer IR illuminator. Colt Manny, hello, sir. I have an LED illuminator on my Go Time rifle, and I think it is awesome. And LEDs get shit on for some unknown reason that I don't know what it is. This one is a Vixel, and you can probably see maybe some silver on the rings around it. Like there's this ring with some grippy stuff to like screw it onto the scout body, and I wanted to compare, so I took a LEP head off of a scout body on the right side of the gun, the scout body on the left side of the gun with an LED illuminator, and I screwed this on so I could literally A-B the two illuminators. And I did it in the dark, and that is where my suppressor rubbed it as I was screwing it on in the dark. But interestingly enough, the Z-Bolt Blazer 2, it does have a ring on it for, like spot to flood. I guess I did that backwards. And it is a much shorter throw, maybe not quite a quarter of a rotation to go all the way from in to out. The LED Blazer 1 was more of about a half a rotation, and it was really loose. This one has got a little more friction to it, so less likely to get turned to a different one, like when you're just putting your rifle, on the floorboard of your truck and driving around. So we will be testing out the restricted one some more. I did A/B them at the Nods workshop that we ran the other weekend. And let me tell you, the atmospherics that night were awesome. So out where we go, there's a long power line with like about a 1,200 yard sight line on it. But due to humidity and oftentimes dust in the air, because there's a lot of dudes out there four-wheeling and stuff like that, it's hard to, on any conditions, whether visible light, like with a white light, or a IR illuminator, like you lose it in the atmosphere before it hits the furthest spots. Well, that the other night, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, or maybe 2 weeks this weekend, so a week and a half ago, it was awesomely clear, just, and so I got to compare the two. And if you have used a full power Raid X, you'll know that it's the only Vixel illuminator I have seen that I thought had a little better throw than the LED Blazer 1. I would say it was probably a single-digit percentage better, 4%, something like that, if I had to put a numerical value to it. At the price different, at 10 times the price, $250 to $3,000, to get just a little bit better. Well, this is a little bit better than a full power Raid X, noticeably better than a civilian Raid X, better than both malls. That's the ticket right there. I think they're like $400. It goes on a scout body. So there, that was, but that came from Five Rivers Armament. They are a Z-Bolt dealer. So again, if you're looking for some Z-Bolt stuff, reach out. Max wants to know if that's going on a CTF Photonics product. It may just do that. Not on a CTF1, but it could go on a CTF2 or a CTF3. I almost wore a CTF Photonics t-shirt today. I literally picked it off of the shelf but I wanted to go with a different color. I didn't want a black. I wanted something green today, so I moved it aside and picked up my Regulators t-shirt. All right, so that gets our sponsors taken care of, mentioned. Obviously, if you want to reach out to them and you don't know how, ask, and I'll put you in touch with them. I alluded to earlier that you had the potential to, let me see if I can, that screen is so small. There we go, copy. Oh, look, Amos Fly Warehouse popped right up. I think that takes you to the Goober Doober Sling if you click that link. Anyhow, mentioned you might be able to get a rifle. Oh, I could do this for you guys. Sorry. Show. Oh, I didn't want to show that. I wanted to show that. Poof. There we go. I guess I'll slide over a little bit. I have to move the clock. Since I changed where I'm at in the frame with the adding of the chat. Sorry, guys. So, yes, you can win one. We are in full swing of the raffle. More than half of the tickets are gone. First prize is a Tremis Dynamic Signature Rifle from Midwest Industries. It is literally the one that you saw on the screen moments ago. It's not like that one. It is that actual one. Comes with a coupon code for a free class that involves using a rifle. So basically everything but dynamic pistol you can use the coupon code for. Excuse me. Second place is a Glock 19 Gen 3 with a dagger slide on the top that's got a micro comp on it. The magazine has a Midwest Industries base plate. I shot a bunch of UTM rounds out of that frame. And that's second prize. Third place is Dynamic Pistol in June here in Mount Carmel. Be the last Dynamic Pistol foreseeably forever. And fourth place is a custom shop First Wave holster. There's also a holster with the Glock 19. You won't get to pick a custom shop, but you will get to pick whether you want like an appendix or inside the waistband with soft loops or clips, or an outside the waistband or a drop leg or some kind of stuff like that. So that is the raffle. It is in full swing. I know a bunch of you already have tickets. They are available on the website. I just put up the link. So you are free and clear to purchase them. I think there are 19 left of the 50. When all those are gone, we are going to do the raffle live here on the interwebs. I've been super, super busy and haven't had time to do any more mini raffles, but I'll probably do one tomorrow. All right. So let's see. What do we got going on? I do have a book of the week this week. It's poking right over here. And we'll get to that in a minute. There was some schedule stuff to talk about and a couple of viewer questions, plus anything you guys put up there we want to talk about. Obviously, the last couple live chats we talked about the totally revamped schedule and phasing out a bunch of multi-day classes. We had to reschedule some classes here due to the craziest of situation, I guess. So when we do the navigation dynamics class, day one is mostly in the classroom, and I rent a room at the airport that has air conditioning, big tables, lots of maps on the walls, and an overhead projector. And I get a call from the guy that runs the airport that says, "Hey, I got a problem. We don't have a room for you." And I thought, "Oh, did you double book or what the deal was?" So I guess the handrail pulled out of the concrete where it was anchored in, And the next day, they sent somebody to like determine how safe it was, and they basically condemned the whole building until the handrail was fixed, both the stairs and the handicap ramp. Like the air traffic control is up in there and stuff. And it's going to be 2 weeks. That's what they said. So we rescheduled it. So if you were signed up, you already got the email about the new dates. The new dates are, let me see, make sure I get it somewhere here. So it is 10, I think it is 11 and 12 October. My notes say 10, 12, but that's 3 days. I'm pretty sure it ain't 3 days. So 10, 12 October in Mainville. I might still be using the airport. I'm still waiting to see if they have their room ready. But it has been put in the place of where the instructor class was, which has gotten indefinitely postponed. So I can sort out the classroom situation for that. And it looks like day 3 navigation was going to be in a couple of weeks, but I can't do that if we haven't done day 1 and 2. So it looks like it's moving to the 22nd of October. That includes a night land nav. So if you were looking to do the land nav, Navigation Dynamics is the name of the class. It has been moved. If you hadn't signed up because it was in the wrong dates for you, maybe you have the opportunity to. It'll probably be the last 2-day nav dynamics class that I run. Next year, we will be doing some navigation workshops, but not a full-blown class. All right. So we don't need to talk anymore about scheduling stuff. Oh, I need to make that font bigger because I can't read it. So all of the light-bearing holsters from First Wave are out and purchasable on the website. If you run a TLR7, a TLR7A, a TLR7HL, a TLR7X, a TLR7HLX, a Surefire XC3, or if you have a 365 or a Glock 48, a TLR7 sub. So that is the Morningstar, which is outside the waistband, the Lightbringer, which is the inside the waistband with a clip or soft loops, the Lux, which is an appendix inside the waistband, the Lucifer, which is the drop leg Pantac, but for a light, and for a few guns, the Trapendlux. So it's a Trapendix Alpha for a TLR7 HLX, and it'll fit all those other ones as well. And that is only available for a 365, a macro, a Glock 48, a Glock 19, and an MMP. That's it. I can certainly see the Shield X coming in the future, but I don't think they make Shield X molds yet, and I don't own a Shield X, but I probably am going to because that's how exciting that gun is. So yeah, that's the holster news. You guys are awfully quiet, so I guess I'll just scroll on with more stuff. We have a book of the week. This book totally bailed me out 2 weeks ago as well. So let me see if I can't copy the link before I get the book up here. Get it ready to a little pasty, so I can hit enter and give you the link. So this week, September 10th, 2025, book of the week is Tactical Wisdom number 4 by Joe Dolio. This is what it looks like. Scouting and Patrolling is the title of the book, or subtitle, I guess. Tactical Wisdom is the series. number 4 is scouting and patrolling. So I'll give you the link right here. You can buy it on the Amazons, and then I get a little kickback from that. You can buy it right from Joe's website, and he probably gets more money if you don't buy it through Amazon, because it just seems like that's probably the case. But I don't get nothing if you buy it from his website, so I'm sharing the Amazon link. Sorry, Joe. And I probably don't really get much from Amazon anyway. But the book, this one, Scouting and Patrolling, has a great amount of information in it, and it's very well written. How it bailed me out was, let's see if I can't find the right chapter 7, ambush operations. So we did an ambush workshop a couple weeks ago, and I had a big pile of notes, and I brought a whiteboard with me to draw on at class. And what I wanted to do was, in my notes, I wanted to draw a couple diagrams of what I wanted to draw on the whiteboard, so that I drew everything as I pictured it in my head. However, I'm a procrastinator, and I waited way too long to open Photoshop and start doing some drawing. And somewhere along the line, I did something and lost the things that I had created before I could drag them over to my Google document and add them as an image. And I didn't save things, and they were just all gone. And I was like, shit. I was like, it's okay. I'll just remember what I want to draw and how I want to draw it. And then I remember there's some good drawings and diagrams in this book. So I grabbed it. I opened it up to the pictures that I wanted. Let's see if I can't find an example for you here. Where I'm patrolling those over here. So something like L-shaped ambush. Everyone knows what one of those looks like. So there's a drawing in there. I don't know how well it'll show up. So what I did was I pulled my phone out and I took a picture of that. And then I dragged the picture from my phone into my Google document, so that when I drew it on the whiteboard, I had something to remember to put all the things in that I didn't want to forget. Like, oh, I forgot to put a line around the kill zone. So because I fucked up using Photoshop, I used Joe's book to give myself a reminder of what I wanted to draw on the whiteboard. So it was pretty handy for that. And I appreciate the work that Joe put into it, because it saved me from having to do a long night trying to figure out how to do Photoshop stuff, because I'm not real good at it. So that is the book of the week, Scouting and Patrolling by Joe Dolio. Is there other things in here? I'm scrolling through my notes. Bear with me. All right, I guess there's only a couple of things. This would be where the good conversation is. This part coming up. You guys might want to chat with me about. This should be more of a dialogue. You typey and I talky. So, we're a half hour in, enjoying my Mexican Coke. It's not Puerto Rican. In case Javier wants to lay claim. So the only I had a question from last week and a question from this week. They're from the same person, and we'll semi tie them together. And I'm going to screw this up. Last week, which I didn't have a live stream. I did not get home in time. I was still eating dinner when the live stream should have been starting. And I hadn't eaten at all day. So I was starving. Irina Zarutska. I was asked about what my take was on her murder, where she was stabbed to death in a bus in North Carolina. And like I didn't have like a take other than it was horrific. Like I don't have some great piece of wisdom to give to people to potentially avoid uh, them becoming a victim. I mean, in some big overarching strategies, like I don't go places that have enough people in them to even have public transportation, and that's by choice. Um, but I understand that's not a workable answer for a lot of people. Um, so, like, I'm not going to go, ha, gotcha. But it was terrible. And the perpetrator, I don't even know his name. I didn't put it in my notes because I don't care what his name is. But he's, regardless of what punishment he gets, justice won't be served. Uh, Justice can only be served when the victim declares that justice has been served. Um, and the victim can't declare anything, which is, the case when somebody is killed, but it does mean that somebody in the victim's place can determine if justice has been killed. And that is not the state. No government can do that. Governments cannot serve justice. They can serve punishment, but they cannot serve justice. Justice is only served when the family of this young lady says that justice has been served. So, whatever punishment the state inflicts, until the family of the victim gets to inflict that, um, justice will not be served. And if the punishment does not meet their criteria, they don't have to say, yeah, justice has been served. Um, so that's always been my take. Like the victim gets to determine all that. Now, today's question from the same person is, what is my take on Charlie Kirk's murder? And again, I don't have a take really. I saw the video. Rooftop shooter appeared to be. They got someone in custody. They don't have someone in custody. They got somebody else in custody. I don't know. Um, I was uh, saw the video driving home today. Somebody sent it to me. I had to wait till I actually stopped so I could open my phone because I don't want to be killed in a car crash. And I don't really follow. I didn't really follow Charlie. I have seen him in like some shorts and clips and reels and things like that, and I certainly applauded his ability to have dialogue and debate. Um, and most of the things I heard him say, I was like, "Hey, that dude's really smart," and I agree. But I don't know all of the breadth of his uh, uh, views on things, so I can't weigh in on all that. Um, but same thing. I saw that he has a wife and some children. They will determine when and if justice has been served. And I know maybe I'm old and I'm a curmudgeon, but at this point, I don't think justice can be served until victims end the bloodline of those who have wronged them. So these two people, high-profile murders that we've seen, somebody did those things, and until that person and all of their bloodline is ended, there's not justice. Um, so um, that's my take on that. It's been the way for 100,000 years, and the bloodline. I'm okay with it. And if somebody, one person in that bloodline committed this, they go last. They have to watch everybody else, so they get the full understanding of what they've done. Like, that's justice. Won't happen. But that's also why there won't ever be justice, sir. So that's my take on those. The only little bits I can add to it. I don't have anything else to add. Neither one were like just terrible. So those are the two questions. Those are my two little points. Jeff Ray, hello, sir. All right. Been like a whole bunch of minutes of me just lambering on, and no chitty chat from you guys. Got a book of the week, current events we talked about, an awesome raffle happening where tickets are still available. As soon as all the tickets are gone, we're going to give away the rifle class, the pistol, the holster, the pistol class, and the other holster. Just waiting on all the tickets to get sold. We've passed the halfway point. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there are 19 tickets left. And tomorrow we'll probably do a mini raffle where somebody will win something. And with that something will be an entry into the main raffle. I'm looking around to be like, what the hell are we raffling off? So I end up with a ton of shit, guys. Just like a lot of pieces of gear find their way into this building. Restream doesn't show all comments. Gee, I didn't know that, Adam. Like when I see it, it shows you commented on YouTube, and some of my comments showed up on Rumble. Where Jeff was on YouTube. It looks like everybody has commented from YouTube. I'm rolling back up here. CTF Photonics was the last comment. And Jeff Ray. And it might be super slow because I've noticed that with the internet today. And it's not just the internet at my house because I'm on new fiber internet. But also on my telephone when I was trying to load stuff on mobile data. I wasn't even at my house. I was a couple hours away today. So I don't know what the deal there is. So, there's a bunch of countries in Asia that are like on fucking fire. So there's a lot to unpack there, and I have not delved into it at all. And when I say on fire, I mean like literally on fucking fire, and not like Canadian wildfires. Like young people put Molotov cocktails in government buildings, which I generally applaud. That as a lifestyle choice. And I saw there's some shit happening in the UK as well. Some people standing up to the mass immigration that's going on there, the replacement of British subjects with foreigners. So there's some shit happening there too. Again, been super busy and haven't had a chance to like dig in and read a bunch of shit. So I'm going to in the next couple days. Maybe next week we'll have something cool to talk about. Yeah, Adam, Nepal, but also there's a couple other countries over there too, that like Myanmar or something, fucking Burma. I don't remember what there's like 6 of them, like all in the same area that are very unstable right now. Which, when it happens a bunch, my concern is that it's not necessarily organic, that there are people who are upset and they take to the streets and they throw things on fire and shit like that. Sometimes there's patterns of things happening, and we might not understand them, Sometimes it's obvious, and other times it's not. But there are like pieces being moved around and on a board, and it helps someone. I just don't know who. And again, I haven't had time to dig into a bunch of who's doing what in places. Government shouldn't be allowed to own property. I agree. I agree completely. Joe Pastilli says there's always a pattern. There always is a pattern. Adam Hall is at Rhodesia. That motherfucking place ain't nothing left to burn. Everything that was flammable was burnt as firewood decades ago, because it turns out the barbarians that live there can't build anything, and all they can do is destroy stuff. So when the producers left, then it just turned into a let's burn it all to the ground and then starve to death. It was kind of a reap what you sow thing. All right, I keep pulling my shirt down because I can feel my microphone hitting my chin, and I don't want it to be like a bunch of noises to you guys. Yeah, if I'd had more time today, I did not get home till almost 5 o'clock. Excuse me. My intent was to take a gander at what was happening in the continent of Asia and get some sort of take on it, but you have to bear with me, and maybe next week's live chat I'll give I'd say insight, but I don't know fucking insight. The only difference between me and every one of you cool motherfuckers out there is that I often look at something from a different angle, mostly because I'm so incredibly uneducated that I don't know which angle is the one everyone else is looking at through. I just look at it through the one I'm looking from, and then people tell me I'm weird. So you get a different perspective kind of by accident, not like a pre-planned thing. I'll go back through my notes here. Yeah, no, okay, that's all that. I thought for sure there was something else I threw in my notes when I first got to the house, but I don't see nothing. All right, so you guys are going to go buy Joe Dolio's book. Actually, Joe's got a whole series of books. This is number 4, and I'm gonna open it up and see if in it lists what the other 3 are called. Before it, there's one. I know there's some after it too, and of course. So Joe, if you ever watch this, I know you follow me on Instagram, so I mean there's a chance that you might see this. But if you get a chance to watch this, when I open the book and it says like tacticalwisdom.com and has the URL and stuff, that'd be a great place for other books by Joe Dolio, a list. And since this is number 4, I know there's others. And I think one of them is it's not so much a book, but it's a spot for you to note a bunch of stuff, some things that the books are pertain to. And I think that one's like a 0.5, like maybe 3.5. I have the whole box of them, or the whole stack of them downstairs. So I should have brought them up. What is the proper channel to request a holster from First Wave? I would recommend firstwaveholsters.com. Oh, cancel. I almost fucking closed out the goddamn live stream trying to get a link. I'm going to put a link right up here for you. There's this one. Wow. That's a great place to go order a holster. Or you can always be like, hey, bro, does this holster come for this gun? And, oh, in person works as well too, Jeff. That's like you don't know where I live. Colt Manny says he sees that headlamps are on the gear list for Paducah. Any recommendations for one? Yes, absolutely. Let me see what I can come up with here. I absolutely have a recommendation. I'm trying to see if I can't throw you out a link that gets me a kickback. So I'm going over here to Known Associates and put a link in a new tab. No, copy link. So, Colt, I'm going to paste you a thing here. And if you follow the link, it should send you to Princeton Tech's website. Once you get to Princeton Tech's website, it'll drop a cookie in your lunchbox or wherever the fuck cookies go. And I should get some type of affiliate link from that. I've been using Princeton Tech headlamps forever. 20 years easy. I got set up with them as an affiliate in January of this year. I want to make sure that I'm going to give you the right one that I recommend. I got to make sure they still make it and I have the name correct. Yes. Okay. Everything is correct. So now I'm going to give you another direct link to the light, but it doesn't have the cookie thing. So if you could click the other one first to get the cookie, because I think that lasts for a month. So I'm going to give you the link then directly to Control V. The Fred. I don't know why it's called the Fred, but it has 1 red LED and 3 white LEDs. The white LEDs have multiple brightnesses. I want to say the red does as well. And it goes into red first. You have to press it twice to get to white, I think. And long press to change the the brightness. So if you press and hold, it'll go low red, then high red. And if you press again, it goes to low white. But if you press again and long hold, it goes to bright white. And it comes in black, which is stupid, multicam, olive drab, and tan. And it's $31. So that's who I recommend. Joe Pastilli says he just found out that's right around the corner from his office. When I talked to them at SHOT Show, we talked about coming to visit. And I guess email is a struggle for some people at Princeton Tech and coordinating things. So I have not yet been there to visit. Colt, I actually have a couple, I think 4 Freds in multicam. Jeff says that he loves Princeton Tech, has a couple of them, big, little. I also have I have a helmet light. I don't remember which one because it's got a bunch of words. Charge XIR, I think. Charge XIR Max headlamp. It has IR and white light. I don't think that one has red. But it is a pretty awesome helmet mount, and I found out how to mount it to a soft cap and a Cry Night cap, and it has a mount for every fucking kind of helmet you could ever imagine, and a clip to put on it and it comes with an elastic band, and you can make it into a headlamp. It wouldn't be a headlamp you wear here; it'd be a headlamp you wear here, but it's on a gooseneck. So I have worn it just around my neck, and then just pointed the gooseneck where I want it. It's pretty awesome. Joe, I will absolutely let you know when I go over to New Jersey to visit Princeton Tech, and we'll go have cheesesteaks. I haven't looked in a while to see what town it is. I assume near Princeton, which I also don't know what town it's in. But I was just in New Jersey today in Phillipsburg, I think. Peaburg. Let me make sure. Phillipsburg, yeah. Right across the river from Easton. I was about a mile into New Jersey. I may have been breaking the law when I was there. And Andrew, if you are listening, I've never called myself a law-abiding citizen, so I wasn't today, that's for sure. Joe says Pennsauken, right by the Betsy Ross Bridge. Barely in New Jersey. Barely New Jersey is the best way to be in New Jersey. And Jeff, I agree, New Jersey was ugh. But fucking Shinde wrote me into going down there and helping him out. And so I broke the law and went down there and helped him out. We'll see if anyone from New Jersey is listening and tries to arrest me next week when I go back. Because I will probably go back one day next week. All right. You guys got anything else you want to chat about? I know there's a fucking delay. But I just finished my Mexican Coke, so we ain't got a lot of time left. As I get thirsty, I'll end up hanging up on y'all so I can go get a drink. And it's late. Like I'm an old person. It's almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, I guess we ain't got much. We're on our way. I will. Oh, you know what I should do before we go again, just in case. Give you guys a link for the raffle ticket. Let's get these puppies sold so that we can draw the winners. Give away a rifle and a pistol and a couple of classes and a couple of holsters. Be really cool and stuff. I don't know. That's my fucking sales pitch. It's the reason I'm not in sales. Because I'm not much of a salesman. And if you don't want them, don't buy them. It's pretty simple too. But just off the break, if you buy a ticket, you have a 2% chance of winning. But there are 4 prizes, so that like makes it like an 8% chance at winning. I don't know how fucking math works. Some statistician's going to be like, 2%. And like if you win the rifle, or if somebody wins the rifle, that ticket gets out for the pistol. So like your chances get better as more prizes get drawn. So, but you got there's 4 times the win, and there's only 50 tickets. So like somebody better at math than me, like someone from Asia should tell me like what number that is for a percentage to tell you all. Regardless, the raffle is happening. It's ongoing now. As soon as the tickets are sold, we're giving shit away. So it isn't like a hard date. It's when 50 tickets are sold, I think 31 of them were sold. So, chop, and we'll give away some stuff. Since the rifle class is any class that's happening, which will include workshops next year. The pistol class is for dynamic pistol in the beginning of June in Mount Carmel. So the faster you buy up the tickets, the faster we pick a winner, the more time you have to figure out how you're getting to fucking Pennsylvania in June to take a class, or who you're going to sell, trade, or give away your class seat to. Or buying ammo from Ammo Supply Warehouse so that you have the ammo for class. In fact, Becker will hand deliver the ammo to you at class and take the class alongside you. How about that? I might even, because I'm feeling generous today, whoever wins dynamic pistol, will also get day 3 pistol, even though it's like 2 weeks later. Because I'm doing a weekend with dynamic pistol, and then a weekend with dynamic carbine, and then a weekend with both of the day 3s, day 3 carbine, day 3 pistol, or vice versa, whichever way. But I'll throw the pistol in, or day 3 pistol in for the dynamic pistol winner, so that I'm not trying to like, hey, I give you a free class, but if you want the whole thing, you got to buy the 3rd day. We're making it now all 3 days. So there, you heard it right. You get dynamic pistol on 6-7 June and day 3 pistol on, I got to open up a calendar. September, June is the 20th. So 6, 7, and the 20th. There you go. There you go. So, with that, I think we're getting ready to pop smoke and get out of here. It's getting close to 9. You guys got to listen to some Chimera earlier. That's who the intro music was. Picked a good one that you might not have heard of. Down Again, I think, is the name of the song. I also made an intro video for next week with the countdown and a different piece of music, which I also think everyone will like. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but often the countdown timer has some sort of cool and not super mainstream music going along with it. But next week's is pretty cool because I made both of them today. So hello VA deal. I'm missing it. I'm not shocked that Colt knows it. Colt, I got one for next week, but maybe for the following week, I'm gonna pick something that's obscure, that has a little fill demo action going on in it, and just to see if you know that particular track that I'm gonna dig up for you. And it is not, in case you're wondering, Colt, it's not Machine Head, obviously. It's not Violence. That would be another easy one to guess. It's not going to be like any of the live stuff he did with Slayer, also too easy. And it's not going to be Echoes of Reckoning, because we've already chatted about that a bunch. It'll be something else with Phil Demo. I've already picked it out in my head, so yep. I think that's going to happen. I just have to remember to make that timer. All right. So with that, it's 9 o'clock. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm thirsty. I'm out of soda. I'm going to go put this IR illuminator on my rifle and maybe go out back and slay groundhogs or something. There's no groundhogs out back, but Jeff has said he's taken Dynamic Week more than a handful of times. Don't miss out. Yeah, good times in June. Maybe Jeff will come by and visit us again in class. It's been a while since I've seen him there. He's already paid for them, so he should just come. Anyhow, I'm out of here. You all take it easy, and I will see you hopefully in a week.